What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. Hunter x Hunter manga, chapter 352. Probably the highest, I don't even know how I'm trying to say it, the highest requested chapter that I've had to review. I don't know if the fight between Hisoka and Chrollo ends this chapter. Um, but even when I was in the middle of the Hunter x Hunter anime, people were saying, "Hey, I know you don't read manga, but if you finish this series or you really want to see some more, go read chapters 351 and 352 of the Hunter x Hunter manga." So this has been like circled on the calendar. So we'll kind of see how it plays out. I had a lot of explanations on, the abilities with the books and like what he's really doing, and there is one ability per, like, when the page is open, it's just one ability. Still questions answered about, does Chrollo have the ability to give back abilities that he's taken? I don't think it's like some all for one My Hero type stuff where he could give it to anybody type thing, because you have affinities and like Nen natures and all that kind of stuff. So I couldn't see him like, so he's clearly has this from Shalnark. I can't see him like giving Shalnark's ability to Neon and then maybe giving Neon's fortune telling ability to Shalnark. It just doesn't seem. So maybe he does have the ability to give abilities back and take them. Maybe we'll get that explained here. Maybe we won't. Um, and then I'm hoping that Chrollo doesn't die. But if I had to put my money on it, I feel like, as kind of popular as a character as Hisoka is, and you see the jokes and the memes online, I've never seen anything about him being dead or being dying or wishing he was a character that didn't die. So I think Frollo is the one that's going to die. I hope he's not, because he was one of my favorite characters from the anime. So we'll kind of see how it plays out. Also, you guys did a great job last week. Both videos, the episode on Friday, the episode on Saturday, both of them got 100 likes. So this week, you guys will get chapter 352 and 353 on Friday and Saturday. Patreon members, you guys should be seeing this video Sunday night, the 7th, by like midnight, 1 a.m. at the latest. So yeah, about a week early access for everybody on Patreon. But yeah, this week we will again have two chapters, 352 and 353. Let's see if we can keep it up for next week. If this video that you're currently watching, like it, if this video gets 100 likes, and tomorrow's video that's uploaded also gets 100 likes, so combined, 200 likes, two combined. Next week we will have 354 and 355. So just want to put that out there. Probably the most hype chapter I've been wanting to get to. Let's do it. Here we go. All abilities have strengths and weaknesses. Agree, hit them with that Itachi knowledge. Every jutsu has a weakness. I think we kind of concluded that Chrollo's condition for this kind of bookmark ability and all that kind of stuff is having to tell his opponent what's happening. Now, what are the stipulations on that? Let's say I don't get fully through telling everything by the time my opponent is attacking me or something happens. Does like the bookmark ability wear off, or what happens if like I'm getting blitzed by somebody and I just open the book, do what I want, put a bookmark in it, close it? Can I use it freely, or if I don't verbally get that information out, the bookmark and what I try to do with it is like null and void? I'm not quite sure, but yeah, the chapter is titled Troublesome. People compensate by getting creative. They may keep their abilities secret or pick their abilities carefully and fight as a team, for example. In addition, I can accrue more abilities as I need them. Yeah. And then I wait until the conditions for a sure victory can be met. That's pretty standard. My greatest pleasure comes when such people crumble to their knees, and I look down upon their disbelieving faces as their plans fail. Back to abilities. Is it because he needs to get this out? Order, stamp, proof of humanity. Okay, so he just busted out a new ability. What the hell is this? Shalnark's black. Okay, so we admit it's from him. So I don't think he killed him and took it. I just think it's like, hey, Hisoka's been on my ass. I need to finally go handle this thing. Let me borrow this and I'll give it back. But what if he dies? That's another question I had. As far as like Neon's kind of came to her. She didn't train for the ability, the specialist ability just kind of like came to her. Could someone like Shalonark just redo what he did? He knows how he did it, and he has more knowledge now. Maybe he can make his ability better, differently, remove some weaknesses that may be in it. But like, if he was to take an ability from someone, you know, like Killua is like a god apprentice or whatever. Um, could Killua just redo that all over again and have the same ability, or what's the stipulations on that type of thing? This one manipulates puppets. Where are the puppets going to come from, though? The cell phone can overdrive people's autonomy, but only 2 people at a time. Oh, so he could control 2 people. The stamp can manipulate many, but can't give complex commands. So the phone is for the finish, but humans and puppets can't be controlled together. Is there another plan? So the puppet is the dead body? So he's flipped to another page. The bookmark keeps it in place, so this is for the stamp. You've seen this one before. Gallery fake, divine left hand, demonic right hand. What the hell? Did he just like pull his soul out of this man? I don't know what Chrollo's doing. Because I mean, the man's a master of like 1,000 jutsu, so like to even know what he's even doing right now. Or did he just bring him back to life? Roll, flip. Humans are strange creatures. To me, a corpse and a puppet are similar inanimate objects, but to the former owner of Order Stamp, a corpse cannot be controlled, but its copy can. Oh, is this Kurotopi's ability here? He made a copy of the body. So he used that ability, closed the book, to use both hands. He needed both hands to make the copy. Opens the book backs up, stamps the. Whew, okay, we're really getting into it. All right, and then there's a copy. But for the former owner, the difference between a puppet and one that has ceased to be one, break Hisoka, is whether the head is connected to the torso. Yeah. I mean, so clearly this one, like, it could just, you could fully decapitate it, lose an arm, it's still gonna go. A human puppet, like we've seen with Shalonark, his is like, oh, it broke. Like, I think when it dies, it dies. This copy thing, I mean, it's really no end. How it accepts commands depends on the puppet, too. If you order a puppet created by copying a human to kill someone, it reflects its original personality. It may focus on inefficient methods or assume the deed is done before the target is truly dead. In the worst case, some puppets outright ignore the order, but change the command to break, and they all get to work on severing the head. Sounds like he's tried this out before to really kind of have this down. Making the ability yours while exploring the darkness within the soul of the original owner. That's the true pleasure of a skill hunter. Grab. Okay, so Hisoka gets his hands on the copy's neck and pretty much snaps his neck, so he should be. Oh, took the head off. Correct. Sever the head and the puppet stops. The stamp disappears. But I haven't deactivated gallery fake, so the puppet remains. When the copy vanishes, you may conclude the gallery fake has been deactivated. And the last one. Whoa, 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 what's happening here? Again, he's just got so much. I can use my left hand while holding the book, but I use the bookmark when I want to use the right hand. The ability remains in effect so long as I hold the book open, even if I remove the bookmark. Convert hands, transfer student. Touch with my right hand, and the target takes my form. Touch with my left hand, and I take on the form of the target. Touch with both hands, and we instantly switch forms. Only the appearance changes, the persona does not switch. It'll be easy to figure out which one is real. I'm the one with the arrows on my palms. Could Gallery Fake create a copy of him with the marks? No, because he just said the real one would have the marks on his hand. Place the bookmark in with the marks remaining. Activate Gallery Fake. The book gets in the way. Gallery Fake and Convert Hands can create human copies, but you need a manipulating ability to control them. The abilities are similar, but they both have distinct roles. I'm gonna let y'all know right now, my man's throwing out a lot of information. But we're trying to absorb it, and we're definitely gonna go back and like reread it when we finish. All to defeat you. So that's it for the lecture, right? Time to get this started. One more thing. I'll offer you the most important bit of information. The abilities in my book vanish, never to be used again when the person I stole from dies. Oh, okay. I thought he was going to say it was like a one-time thing. But one of the abilities I just explained is an ability that remains in the book even after death. Nen that becomes stronger after death. Looks like you get it. This came as a surprise to me. The original owner was Meteor City's elder. When someone in the outside world attacked one of the residents, he turned one of our brethren into a bomb to deliver our message. Unlike Order Stamp's owner, the elder thought there wasn't much difference between humans and puppets. I tend to agree. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Yes, the sun and the moon. One marked cannot be removed. Exactly. Whether I close the book or put it away, they remain until the bomb goes off. This is getting extremely troublesome. That's the end of the explanation. I'm not saying this is a challenge, but I'll win. I'm 100% sure. Well, pretty much so that means he's not going to win. Will you continue? Of course. Humans are so very interesting. It's just crazy to see the different faces. Like this Krollo face is completely different from this Krollo face, and this face of Krollo here looks nothing like this one. The bookmark. Okay, what are we doing now? He's just trying to get to him before. Black voice, mobile fate direct. Okay, he pulled the phone back out. Bungee gum, elastic love. Did he stick the book? I wonder, like, if he was to lose possession of the book, would it just kind of vanish? Because he is conjuring the book. Can he? Are they in the crowd? The battle resumes, but Hisoka goes chasing after Krollo into the stands. What's going on? Oh, they're like up there. If I get too close, the antennas is dangerous. But if I stay away, I play into Krollo's hands. But if I get closer... Oh god, he just stuck somebody in the crowd, didn't he? I knew it. He'll try to block my sight. Krollo went left. He just killed some rando dando in the stands. Or at least cut off his damn arms. What? Another one. He used both antennas. Okay, he did manipulate two people. That's what I figured. Why these people would just voluntarily get in the way. What is this a shot of right here? This one with the FFT, what is this a shot of? This like gray, it's making it, I'm trying to, is that like Krollo disappearing? Hisoka losing his vision? I mean, poor dudes in the stands, just dead. Black voice, bookmark, activate convert hands, transform into someone else with his left hand. Move the bookmark to convert hands. Close the book and lie in wait. Quite troublesome. Yeah, Krollo has lost me 100%. So Black Voice is the phone to manipulating. Sean Ark's ability. Bookmark is his ability. Being able to... an ability that requires both hands. As it seems to be the driving force of why he came up with Bookmark. Activate convert hands. That was the ability to transform into someone else with the persona staying, but the personas stay the same, but the actual appearances change. How long that lasts for, how you kind of get out of it, maybe we read it, I have to go back. Move the bookmark to convert hands. Close the book and lie in wait. That's it? Oh my god, it's just so, it feels like it goes so dang quick. I gotta scroll back up and read through a lot of this again. You guys let me know when you read this for the first time, if you were someone that, like me, or that watched the anime first and was like, oh man, there's a manga, let me continue. Am I the only one getting like lost in the sauce out here? with this man just spitting out this information. Okay, let's try to skim through some of this. All right, so let's try to scroll through some of this again. Mainly the ability, so I can kind of get what's going on. Sharnark's ability, we got that down. He can control up to 2 people at once. Actually, I mean, what we really need to do is just scroll back to the kind of Venn diagram, not Venn diagram, but the bullet point list that we had here. The voice into the bookmark, which we have those down. I feel like those we've got. Into the convert, where he loses me is the convert hands, which I think all the convert hands are doing is what the next bullet point says. Transform into someone else with the left hand. Transform. And I got him. Then he's, after he transforms into the other person. Now, I'm guessing you're not swapping your consciousness with somebody, correct? I'm just taking on the appearance of that person. That person can still sit there next to me, correct? So if I'm Chrollo and I have Hisoka next to me, and I transform into him with my left hand, he doesn't then take on my appearance, does he? Unless, but is that a possibility? He could take on my appearance if I touch him with the right hand, or is all that converting was to transform into somebody else's appearance? Do you switch back, or does someone take your appearance? Move the bookmark. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then close the book in line. Wait, and then close. So after he's transformed, closes it with the 2 hands, and then what? So I guess we got the phone to manipulate. Close the book so I can activate the convert hands. Once I have the convert hands, I just need to touch someone, transfer into that. Once I've got my transfer, my appearance is changed, move the bookmark to the other page, and close the book to convert hands. I need to see, because where I'm locked up here is where he says activate convert hands, and then move the bookmark to convert hands. Were we not already bookmarked on convert hands? That's where I need to kind of go back up and see that part. That's where I got lost. Scroll back up here. The imagery looks great though, by the way, even though there's not much text on a lot of them. I'm like, this opening shot here, I mean, it looks great. He's talking about everything having a weakness, back to the abilities. Okay, so the stamp proof. The stamp was just to control puppets. I don't think it holds any weight to what's actually happening down at that list, correct? Sharnark voice manipulates humans. This one manipulates puppets. And the question becomes, what counts as a puppet? And I think he went ahead and answered that. Humans and puppets can't be controlled together. Is there another plan? You've seen this before. So he has the stamp. My thing is, why take out the stamp first? Because here's the thing with the stamp. Did he already stamp the head first? But we actually see him actually stamp the head down here. So why even talk about this one manipulates puppets when he still needs the actual puppet? I understand why he's got to close the book, because to use Kurotopi's ability, he needs both hands. But he did that first anyway, so why not use that ability, then take out the stamp? I don't know if that's like a continuation error. The cell phone can overdrive people's autonomy. The stamp can manipulate many, but can't give complex commands. You've seen this one before. He makes the copy, so that's now the puppet. Humans are strange creatures. To me, a corpse and a puppet are similar inanimate objects, but not to the former owner of Order Stamp. A corpse cannot be controlled, but its copy can. So whoever owns this, the puppets that they're controlling is actual puppets. It looks like they're not controlling dead corpses, or they can't even do that. So here's the copy, and he stamped it, which is not the actual corpse, which he can now control. He gives it the kind of basic command, and he talks about, I don't know how, if what he means by puppets having a hard time accepting the commands, is that just human corpse copy puppets, or just puppets in general? Because I guess I still need to know what we're classifying as puppets if the original user doesn't classify corpses as puppets. If you order a puppet created by copying a human to kill someone, yeah, okay, so he did say that, to kill someone, it reflects its original personality. It may focus on inefficient methods or assume the deed is done before the target is truly dead, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so just break, which, you know, he does. It doesn't succeed. Hisoka clearly easily takes care of it. Sever the head and the puppet stops. The stamp disappears, but I haven't deactivated gallery fake, so the puppet remains. When the copy vanishes, you may conclude that the gallery... So my thing is, what was the point of this part here? If he did it, showed Hisoka about it, maybe it was just another thing he was trying. Maybe he's like, I'm going to spit out all these abilities, and I know I have to explain all of them, so I'll keep spitting them out until something works. Because it easily gets handled, and then we go to talk about, you know, how the Nen is stronger after death. This here, though, this is where we kind of get lost here. I can use my left hand, and is this what we're talking about, the convert? Is this the convert here? I can use my left hand while holding the book, but I use the bookmark when I want to use my right. So he holds the book with his right hand, and like he said, he can use it when he wants to use that. The ability remains in effect so long as I hold the book open, even if I remove the bookmark. Huh? I can use my left, yeah, because he holds it with his right. The ability remains in effect so long as I hold the book open, even if I remove the bookmark. So yeah, as long as the book is open and he's holding it, he can use the ability that's in there if the book is open and not bookmarked. Convert hands, transfer student. Touch with my right hand and the target takes my form. Okay, so they can. Touch with my left hand and I take the form of the target. Okay. Left, you transform. The right, you can transform others. How long does this last? Is it like some polyjuice potion where it's going to eventually wear off? I mean, it'd be great for like infiltration purposes, spy purposes, you know, like black market hunters type things to take on the ability of like maybe an important mob boss or, you know, drug dealer or something like that. Touch with both hands and we instantly switch forms. Only the appearance changes, the personas do not switch. It'll be easy to figure out which is real. I'm the one with the arrows on my palms. But so everything changes but the arrows on his hands. So even though he could change, you would still see the marks on the hands of the original person that casted the ability. Could Gallery Fake create a copy of him with the marks? No. Place the bookmark, and with the marks remaining, activate Gallery Fake. The book gets in the way. Gallery Fake and Convert hands can create human copies, but you need a manipulating ability to control them. The abilities are similar, but they both have distinct roles. All to defeat you. That's so far through the lecture. One more thing, I'll offer you the most important bit of information. The abilities in my book vanish, never to be used again when the original person dies. But one of the abilities I just explained is an ability that remains in the book even after death. Nen that becomes stronger after death. Looks like you get it. This came as a surprise to me, too. The original owner was Meteor City's elder. When someone in the outside world attacked one of the residents, he turned one of our brethren into a bomb to deliver our message. Now, what do you mean by turn one of our brethren into a bomb? Like he had the things on his hand, he touched a bomb and touched the person and literally turned a human person into an inanimate object? I don't know. Unlike Order Stamp's owner, the elder thought there wasn't much difference between humans and puppets. I tend to agree. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Yes, the sun and the moon. The bomb. Once marked, cannot be removed. Did the bomb not already go off, though? I thought the 2 points touched. Exactly. Whether I close the book or put it away, they remain until the bomb goes off. That's the end of the explanation. I'm not saying this is a challenge, but I'll win. I'm 100% sure, and that's where I think he's going to die. Again, some of this is greatly animated. I really like the shots right here, or I guess greatly drawn. Especially, even though the faces are different panel to panel, this is probably my favorite shot. These two right here. Humans are so very interesting. It looks like he's getting ready for the bookmark, and it looks like Hisoka's just trying to blitz it, you know? Stop letting him just scroll through these abilities and let me just try to do what I can. The battle resumes, but Hisoka goes chasing after Chrollo into the stands. What's going on? If I get too close, yeah, he'll get hit with the antennas, but if you stay back, you know, everything Chrollo's sitting out here explaining is actually going to happen. It looks like Chrollo ducks behind the biggest guy in the stand, sticks a manipulator pin in him, the antenna, to, you know, block his ability. Now, Chrollo went left here. Again, this one here, where you guys see my yellow cursor, what is this an image supposed to be of? It says he went left. I don't understand what I'm looking. It looks like a flap of something. I don't know. Slash cuts off a random dude's arms in the stands. That sucks. And he jukes left to see him. And right behind him is this rando dando. Another one. He used both antennas. Slices through two people. Dead, dead. He's gone. So again, Black Voice, the manipulator ability, which we just saw he did in the stands. Bookmark it to activate convert hands, which we saw left turns him into what he touches, right turns that other person into him. If he touches them with both, it happens instantly. You got to bookmark. You have to go to convert hands, bookmark it to then activate it because it has to work with both hands. My thing is, though, you don't need both hands to accomplish what you might want to accomplish, though. So do you need to bookmark it? Because what if I just want to turn into somebody and I don't want to like use the right? I don't know if that's a technicality or what. Transform into someone else with his left hand. Move the bookmark to convert hands. Now that's the only part that I'm confused right here. Move the bookmark to convert hands. But we already bookmarked and activated convert hands. So why are we now moving the bookmark back to convert hands and closing the book? That's probably my biggest question of the episode. We got the Black Voice, you know, it's out there, it's ready to go. Use it, do whatever you got to do with it. Here's the thing, though. No, you couldn't do it. Never mind. I was going to say, could he use Black Voice and convert hands at the same time? No, he couldn't. Because you're either going to have the book open on the Black Voice, or you're going to have it closed on convert hands. They can't, you know. Well, we were talking about, could he have convert hands bookmarked and then have the book? No, because you need both hands again. I don't think he could. I think we can use possibly up to 3. I know we said 4. The book is his actual ability. He bookmarks and that has another ability. And then he could have the book open again on a different ability. So that's kind of 3. And the bookmark makes the 4th ability, you know. His book is 1. The bookmark is 2. What he chooses to bookmark is 3. And then what he opens the new page to is 4. I'm going to take out the book. I'm going to take out the bookmark and just talk about 2. He could use Black Voice and convert hands at the same time, correct? Because he could have convert hands bookmarked, then flip the book to Black Voice. But then that kind of defeats the purpose of convert hands because you want to be able to use both if you need to shift into someone or shift somebody into you. But I think technically the way I'm explaining it, he could use both if he wanted to. You guys will clarify me on that. I think, I'm guessing he used Black Voice, did what he had to do, stuck the 2 manipulators, boom, boom, boom. They're already sliced out the way. As Hisoka was going through them, you know, he opens up to convert hands, bookmarks it, closes it, probably touched someone, transferred into them, but move the bookmark to convert hands. That's the part right there where I'm kind of hung up on. But oh man, looks like the fight's going to continue. I don't know how long an average fight kind of spans across chapters. You guys will have to let me know. And I mean, that's fight dependent on any kind of manga or anime, you know. It depends on the battle. I'm sure some battles end in 1 chapter. Some battles, I don't know what's the longest manga battle you guys have ever seen kind of stretch. 5 chapters, 10, 20 on a single like 1v1 fight. I'm not talking about like a Ninja War arc type thing or a Chimera Ant manga type thing where, you know, you just got so many moving parts, but like on a 1v1, I'm thinking of like a Frieza Goku type thing. If that type of stuff manga'd, are we talking 10, 15 chapters, or what's the typical fight length go for? We'll find out and see. We got some good stuff. Again, you guys feel free to answer that. The whole thing about the bookmark. I'm sure I confused myself. But yeah, I mean, these are definitely some of the best hand-drawn shots we've had so far in the chapters that I've read. I don't know how many chapters we've read. How many chapters have we read? I started at 340, didn't I? We've really read 11. Have we really? Wow. Of the 11 or so, this has definitely been the best. I don't know if that's because what is actually happening that he put effort into it, but like the opening shots here look great. Any shots of them like on the panels at the same time look pretty damn great, even though they're not the same characteristics panel to panel. Um, Look pretty damn good, but we'll go from there. Patreon members, you guys will get this. I'm gonna put it up right now. It should be up by midnight on the 7th, so I guess it'll be up midnight of the 8th, Monday. And YouTube, you guys will see this on Friday. And like I said, if this video that you're currently watching gets 100 likes, and tomorrow's video also gets 100 likes, so 200 between the two, next week we will also have 354 and 355. So I appreciate it, guys. Whew, more Hunter x Hunter manga. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,